because she didn't know the whole story of you. So she couldn't treat you properly. She couldn't help you. But you wanted to stay with her, even though she wasn't helping you.
She was helping me.
You felt comfortable with her, but you were just sharing the stuff that you wanted to share.
I know, but there's also the problem of not really wanting to admit it. And that's what my problem was. I did not want to admit it.
Because you think that a victim has something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, because I was embarrassed all them years.
And that's where your mentality comes from.
Again?
That would be like if someone approached Kayla after all this happened, after you came down.
Hey, Kat, sorry about that little visual issue there.
10 years down the line, she meets someone.
I didn't have my fucking PlayStation plugged into the capture card.
And they would have said, "Are you crazy? You went with a guy that you didn't know just because he said."
Oh no, Remy.
What?
Hopefully, you get out of the meeting.
Why did you put yourself there?
Nobody should be like that to do that to somebody else.
Right.
Nobody should be like that.
That's exactly right.
The fact is that there are people that do them things, and there's a lot.
Yeah, there are. Yes.
It was stupid to do that.
That's where the registry is helpful. I know you hate it. The registry is helpful.
The registry is helpful in some ways.
It's helpful in all ways.
It doesn't mean that just because there are people out there that are not on it, that have not been caught yet.
Sure, they haven't been caught yet. Because you know why? Sexual abuse happens in secret.
Yeah,
it's kept
Rami,
quiet.
I'd say get back in
Just
time.
like you wanted Kayla to keep quiet. Don't tell your parents. Make sure you delete your archives. Make sure you.
So I'm usually on for like an hour.
So that my number isn't the last one on there. It's all a secret, so that the rapist isn't caught. They look exactly like you do. They look exactly like all the guys who showed up. They're all different. They have families. They have kids of their own. They don't look scary. They're the normal people you would walk by in a grocery store.
Like Walter Babs is pretty normal. Look like Kidnap Flanders.
I never would have imagined that he would do that. Just like your family was devastated to learn what you did. All of the families were devastated to learn. Some of them may not have been exactly surprised if they were victims themselves. And they suffered too. But most of the people had no idea. Because when you're
Zachary
online,
makes it because I fucking pissed him off
there's a big question
by streaming in the day yesterday.
Is why were you attracted to a 13-year-old?
Or not yesterday. It was the day before that.
That is the scariest question. But you acted as if you were. Because on that very same day, you took your dick out. That's
stupid, sexy Babst.
Sexually aroused by. And you're saying to her, "Don't worry about me, I'm a good guy. You can talk to me, don't talk to any other guys. I know if you talk to me, you'll be safe."
Oh yeah, you go down.
A lot of times when people are messed up,
because that door up there
or
is
they're
locked,
going through really hard times, you can see it reflected in their lives. You can see it, in the way that they look or the way that they're acting.
After I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think I might do
down attraction to someone.
Try Resident Evil 3.
Arousal from someone.
Hopefully my PS4 doesn't fucking overheat again.
What would happen if there was another 13-year-old?
I platinumed the game recently,
who was a little bit more
Resident Evil 3.
aggressive?
And I must have played it
with you.
I must have played it through like 8 different times.
I'm not going to tell anybody.
And the PS4 never overheated, so I'm hoping
I want you to be the first one. And she told you everything
I can do it without it overheating this time.
That you were
maybe I'll just skip cutscenes and try to run through it fast as I can.
To fuck you.
Do a bit of a speedrun on it.
All of this kinds of stuff.
And maybe Onimusha.
I've
played that recently, and that's really fun and really short.
You and she's underage.
So. It's perfect for a stream.
Because this last time,
Final Fantasy VII Remake is probably a bit too long for this stream.
You did all of it.
I mean, it's good because you get multiple streams
out
of it, but
was say K. She just
you're kind of committed to
you what you were saying, and that's what you needed to be happy. You needed that to appear to be
girl,
because you were still open to other options.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You're telling this person that you are so in love with her.
It's the PlayStation 4 version that doesn't let you mess with the graphical settings or anything like that.
She's so pretty. You can see why Daddy spoils her. That's the scary thing.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. That was pretty fun to make.
All of those things are so
terrifying. His Orso picture is fucking
great. what parents are.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Earl.
The guy at the yard sale that's going to make jokes with them and laugh, and he seems really friendly. But he has this other side of him that's a monster. And this almost the scariest part of the monster is that he can't admit that he is one.
There's a lot more to me than what you see from that show.
It's a huge thing.
It is a huge thing.
And your behavior now
the rest of my life
is a huge thing too. I've only known you a really short period of time. Very, very short. And I'm being talked to as if I owe you anything. People in real life are going to run away from that as fast as they can. They're going to say, holy shit. This guy is just, he went on a rant accusing me of fucking some guy that I said hello to. And we're not even together. We're not married. Nothing. I have no commitment to him. But he's acting as if
you gotta love Tiffany calling out Lorne on his bullshit.
That's terrifying because that means that you can't read any signs. And I feel like the younger thing is like a power thing. Like you would have some level of control. And I feel like that's why you were attracted to Kayla because she had nothing. She had no experience at all. And you could teach her because she was very, very weak. She just went along with everything you said. I understand that you can't help what you're attracted to or who you're attracted to. Like I said before, that it's like an organic thing.
Ah, fuck, that's mean.
You know, everyone has a type and that sort of thing can change over the years. But for the most part, deep down, you know who you're attracted to. It's like if it was a crime for me to be attracted to men, I would have a real problem because I would have this attraction to them. And how am I supposed to be able to control that? How am I supposed to suppress that for my whole entire life? So thank God that that's not the case. When someone has an attraction or they're able to find something sexually appealing about a child, it's so scary. Count the number of guys who showed up.
Oh, no problem,
the number of kids who were saved that very night. And that's the part that I don't understand is where did that come from? How did it happen? Where was the attraction? The stuff that you were saying to her was the stuff that you would say to someone that you were sexually attracted to. And you knew that this was a baby, barely out of puberty, probably hadn't really happened yet. Her body wasn't even developed. She didn't go through the normal stuff that girls go through. You wanted her to count her hair because she couldn't have had that many. And you even asked later on that month, did any more grow? And yet the fight came when you got caught. That's where it started. Who am I going to point to? Who got me into this? Perverted Justice got money for doing the show. They were there and they weren't supposed to be. They should have stopped when I was
That is all I have. It's all I need.
They wouldn't leave me alone. You know.
Just shoot me.
That chat log was never edited. There was never a time when you said, no, this is wrong. I am doing the worst thing. It never happened. Those phone calls that you made with her made me sick.
What are you talking about? Those phone calls are great. Are you anxious to touch my penis? I listen to those all the time.
Get a light so I can shine it on there.
I keep getting
closely.
I watched the Sting footage again
before you go to bed.
It was in my recommendations. I was like, "What the fucking after that?"
Did you? I know it very, very well. I know.
I think we all have it memorized by this stage, Lord.
Yeah. You want me to count the days, like you wanted her to count her hairs?
I think we all know that's the conversation I've heard.
I'm trying to understand because I want to see the good in you, and it's just not there.
You're assuming everything. I can't stop you from assuming when you're trying to blame me.
I'm not assuming anything. The evidence is there. It's there. Your evidence is there. And
you're blaming me.
I'm blaming you for everything.
Whoa! Tiffany's fucking going off.
Everything you said on those disgusting phone calls.
Actually, she subbed to me the other day.
Smile when you skipped up to the fucking house.
She must like me sub for me that long.
That you have tried to pull when you can't even be honest. It's got to be somebody else.
I can be honest. But
You're
it
not.
doesn't matter what I say when I am honest. You don't believe what I say.
Lorne.
You got it stuck in your head that I was a certain way. You
You're
don't
a
know.
Is
pedophile.
Marlene eating a chicken pot pie?
Pedophile! That's it. You were so fucking stupid.
Oh my
That
god.
you couldn't tell that the girls in those pictures that they sent you of the little babies were totally different people. But you accepted the fact that she was going to look a little different because she's still growing up.
And that's something else you're assuming. Which I'm not saying anything because of the fact that you're going to assume it. You don't ask me about it. You assume it.
Then tell me the story.
I did notice that there was different girls. But I was so blind to seeing to thinking that somebody cared about me and not my fucking wallet that I didn't care. It went right past me. All I could see was somebody who was showing that.
Someone was
that
fucking.
gave me a
What
little
wallet?
protection
What wallet? The empty one.
All the other people cared about was my money. What can I give them?
Maybe he had a really nice
letting
one.
me show my affection without asking me for money.
And you lied about it because you went out and you fucked somebody the night before you're supposed to see her.
I know, because I never planned on. I know I said I was going to go, but I didn't
I don't
really
think that
plan on
happened.
going because I was supposed to go out with a friend that night for my birthday.
But
I don't think he fucked
shit anybody
the
the
night
night
before.
before.
To get your dick wet in a little girl. That's what was better.
Kayla.
It was better for you to go there. There was nothing else that you couldn't say that you were drunk, that you were high, nothing. It went on for a month.
It's like
tried
a-
to find
It's like
something.
Jim
Is there
Klein,
something redeeming here?
where he said he had a drink
Is
a
there
night,
time
a drink of
when
wine
he's
the
on
night
the phone
before.
with her that says, you know what? This is
That's the
not
reason why he
gonna
was doing
happen.
it, but he showed up
But
the
you
day
didn't
after,
say that.
completely sober.
You said, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to get the condoms so I don't get you pregnant. As a matter of fact, you couldn't even say condoms because she's a little kid, so you had to dumb it down for her. I'll buy you a bracelet, you tell me what you're wearing.
It's really annoying that
oh yeah, you're not going to wear any.
Lizard
But
doesn't
you put them in
track.
your bag, your little suitcase, paint your toes nice and pink. What were you going to do when you got to your apartment? You have this little girl who has no idea what the fuck is going on. What were you going to do?
That's the $1 million
You would
question.
say,
Like,
here's
what would he
Bud.
fucking
You
do?
can play with him for 5 minutes.
What would he
Then
do
your
after
answers
he's
are
done
frozen.
with her? Fucking hell.
I'll make sure that I wear loose shorts.
It's a dark image.
So I
It
can
has to be
finger
asked.
you and you can suck my dick when we're
407
trying.
pages.
I tried
This
to
chat's
find
thick as a
something,
telephone book, by the
and
way.
there's nothing. It's no one else's fault but your own. You're not the victim. Don't ever think that you are a victim here.
I gotta get them
somebody
things so I
owes
don't
you
get you
something,
pregnant.
that you can sue
Classic
NBC
Lorne.
for money because they did something to you. They didn't do anything to you. They exposed your ass. And deservedly so. You deserved everything that happened.
As Lorne
deserve
said,
to be on
NBC put him on the
for the rest
fucking
of your
spot.
You deserve to be monitored for the rest of your life. You deserve
Well,
to
yeah,
have
Zach.
people know
It's
about
a common thing
you for the
nowadays.
rest of your life.
What's wrong with
That
that?
is the life sentence that you would have given to Kayla. You don't want to admit that you were that guy. I know you don't want to, because then you were admitting that you were one of those. That you're somehow not different. Your circumstances aren't different. You're not as bad as Lurch or Bald Beaver Hunter, who came right out and said, this is my fantasy. I wanted to lick her pussy.
Ball Beaver
But
Hunter.
the fact
Said to an
that
Alan.
there's this hidden part of you that will not let go of wanting to blame everyone else, to find some kind of a redeeming reason that this couldn't be who you are, when it actually is. When you admit that, and you know that, and you're able to release this hate that you have against everyone else, that is when you're going to start to get better.
You don't understand,
There's
Zach.
never going to be a cure for who
He
you're
couldn't.
attracted to.
He couldn't turn
If it
his truck
happens to
around
be kids,
because there
there's
was
no
no
cure.
exits,
But your
and
part in that
they used
is to
perverted justice.
not
Used a
allow
big
things
magnet
to happen.
on top of the sting house, and it just drew
you were
his
so
truck there.
desperate for pussy.
He just
You
couldn't
were
turn around.
so desperate.
He didn't even mean to
You
do it.
wanted someone to be attracted to you. And Kayla never really
Do you
said
swallow,
that
Kayla?
she was attracted to you. She just kind of said, yeah. to the things that you said.
Well, Zach, legs spread and I'll blank you right
Did you draw my
away.
name in little hearts at school today? Yeah. That's what you wanted. You wanted someone
Did you
who
draw
was very easily
Did you draw my name in hearts in your book today,
someone
precious?
who's not going to know that the stuff that you're into isn't normal.
How much?
Who's not going to be able to recognize that she's a baby and you're a 40-year-old man. Someone who's supposed to protect her. Someone who even came out and said, I'm one of the nice guys, not one of those weirdos. And then it just transformed from there.
You know what the fucking problem is? When I said that, that's what I meant. I can't understand myself how I got turned around.
Because
I got turned
I
around.
don't understand that.
You wanted her to want you. She was easy to manipulate.
That's not what I wanted.
If you didn't want it, you wouldn't have done it. And the problem is, if you don't understand it...
When this call ends, I want to find another fucking
No,
Tiffany
it's not
call.
going to happen again.
Because I'm feeling the Tiffany
It'll
calls
never
tonight.
fucking happen again. I know how to say no now.
I didn't know how to say no.
She never asked
It's all
you
about
for anything.
saying no. Even my
She
fucking
never
counselors, all 3
asked
counselors
you
that I've had,
for
and my psychologist said that I couldn't say no.
Your psychologist
That's why I got used so bad by my family, because I couldn't say the word fucking no.
His counselor and
little baby.
his counselor and
I couldn't
therapist
say
were really shit.
anything at the time.
She was never asking you for anything. You were begging her for everything.
Yep.
She never
Zach.
asked you. You did all of the asking and you did all of the answering. So don't give me that fucking shit about saying no.
I try to be honest with you. You're assuming everything. I try to be honest with you about this shit. But you turn around and tell me no. You said this in the conversation. You said this. Fine. I know I said stupid fucking shit in that conversation, okay?
You said
Don't
all
try
of
to
it.
tell me it's all about you trying to understand what happened to you as a kid. Because all you're doing is you're fucking thrashing
Yeah,
me
Zach.
for this shit for 10 years ago. But I'm still
The,
trying to deal
the
with
Tiffany approach is fucking great.
Church at all. What a bunch of fucking
But
jokes.
the Ramona approach is also great.
To do. This has everything to do with you.
I mean, without Ramona, we wouldn't have
It has nothing
Tiffany.
to do with anybody else.
I don't
All
think.
they did, from what I can see, and
As
this is
Ramona
what
tested
I
the
know,
waters. And we
from what
learned that he'll just take any
this
shit,
is
so...
what you have done.
The rest of
and
the catfish were really aggressive with
That's
him.
it. So you know what? If you don't give him
'Cause we
anything
could
to
do
talk
that.
about, then
After
there's
we
nothing.
learned.
They're talking about it. They try to contact me. They fucking sending shit to
Oh.
my fucking family. It's a little
New
bit
game,
more than
new
talking
game
about
Aerith
my
Antifa. Fucking hell.
77-year-old mom.
Oh my
Let me
god,
send
they're
her a
OP
picture
as
of me to
fuck.
My 77-year-old mom.
It's great.
That's quite a bit more than fucking talking about it. That's a piece of shit.
It's the same type of.
I've seen some mad combo
that
videos of
would show their
Aerith. Or,
cock
not Aerith,
to
of
a
Tifa.
baby.
Lately.
You can only blame yourself, but you never do.
Okay, you gotta go group. I gotta get off the phone. I'm fucking tired of listening to all
I'm
this
fucking tired of
Bye,
this shit.
bye asshole. Bye
rest
fucking
my ass
pedo.
around.
Bye.
Take a deep breath.
Actually, I don't think this is a Tiffany call, but I'm gonna fucking play it anyway.
It's gonna be okay. It's okay, honey.
It's not a long one anyway, it's only 18 minutes. It's about 18 minutes. And how long would you say this call was? Well, I'd say about 18 minutes. Oh, crying, Lorne. His little mini Celemony was crying. Come on. Fucking shit. Aye, Emma.
Over it.
That's always a winner. Like Emma, Ramona and Tiffany are great, but let's not lose sight of who the best catfish was.
Lauren, do you have a
Emma,
cigarette?
for sure.
Did you get cigarettes?
The true,
Or are you still...
the first catfish, I guess.
Get a cigarette and calm down, okay? Let's smoke one together. I'm getting
No.
up from bed. Hold on.
I'm ready to finish my cigarette.
Hang on, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off.
I gotta take my sweatshirt off. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is a good call. We're a minute and a half in, and we're fucking. That's great. Now you're gonna take my sweatshirt off.
Can you find me my purse?
Fucking Christ.
Fucking Christ.
Oh, here it is.
Oh my God.
So, sweetie, tell me why. So I'm not assuming.
Hang on, I can't even catch my breath. Hang on.
All right.
Hang on. I can't even catch my fucking breath.
Yes.
Yeah, they really enhanced the train graveyard. As I was looking forward to the train graveyard, I thought it would just be, like the original, it would just be this short little sequence, you know, a bit of quiet time, a break from all the big explosions and whatnot, and a prelude to the platefall and all the big action that surrounds that. But they really strung it out. It's really good.
Let's bring back my change.
Rose. Super Rose. Smiley.
Huh? Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, what? Let's go back. I heard Lorne smashing shit up.
Huh? Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sunny mix. Oh my God. My jaw's hurting. Oh, that's great.
The goddamn thing, these fucking doors of plywood.
Don't hurt yourself, please.
I'm not hurting myself. I was kicking the door, the
I was
plywood.
kicking the doors.
Using your body
Fucking
parts
plywood.
to hit against things because you were going to injure yourself.
I got steel-toe boots.
Jesus.
Steel-toe boots on.
Well then, sweetie,
Jesus
don't
Christ.
scare Roscoe and Sadie. You know that startles the doggies. Come on. Take
You don't give a
breath.
fuck about Sadie and Roscoe. You'll stare at them all the time, no problem.
Something tells me that all will be forgiven very soon.
Crying, like, people love crying Lorne, and I'm a big fan of angry Lorne. But if we can get the two together, I mean, you know, everyone's happy. Win-win.
And she's going to send me the phone so she's not tempted to ever contact either one of us again.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Can you take over for me? I'll take care of him.
Where's my girl? Okay, I'll use her.
Christ.
He's just
Christ.
texting me over and over again. Oh my God, I'm so
The
sorry.
way he says it, oh God, it's so funny.
Fucking. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, Emma is just, she's like the Swiss Army knife of catfishes. Let's just say that. You know, she's got all the tools, and she uses them when appropriate. Like, okay, people talk about Cloud Cross Aerith, or Cloud X Tifa, but let's talk about Tifa X Aerith. Their friendship in this game is one of the fucking highlights. It's fucking adorable.
Little bitch.
Feeling chilly?
Aw. Are you crying, Lorne? To quote the great Ramona.
Fucking word.
Oh my fucking word.
Hang on, I gotta blow my fucking nose. Hang on.
Cloud X Wedge, that's a pairing. Don't call him bro. Don't like it. Lord, are you crying? Yeah. Cool. I love how he still says COD. Like, unknowingly too.
So long.
How progressive are you, Zachary? Why not?
Oh, never can you imagine how she's feeling right now?
I'm sorry I didn't catch that.
Can you imagine how she's feeling right now?
Yeah, she's probably really hurt.
Can you imagine how she's feeling right now?
I texted her
My
that you
fucking
didn't.
fault.
I texted her you didn't realize he was on the phone, and I took
My
responsibility.
fucking fault.
I told her that I didn't tell you that he was online, so you didn't know. And she told me she didn't believe me. So I don't know what to do.
Tell her I love her. Tell her to please call me. Call.
It said message not deliverable, so she blocked me.
Fucking A. Damn it. Fucking damn. What the
Hey, Rob,
fuck
stop.
is wrong with it?
Just in time for
Why
Lorne
the fuck
crying,
you do that?
which is great.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, I guess.
Yo, what a bottle of rum.
Fucking A.
We're not trying to place blame here, but it's not fair to blame Dan all the way, you know, because you knew he was on. I think we should just
I know.
Let
I
Casey-
forgot though about him being on. Fucking A.
let her kind of deal with it the best way she can.
What's going on, Rob?
What a fucking night from hell.
PTI says, don't leave your PTO switch on. Tifa better not be fucking cheating on me.
God.
Just like that. No. No way. Tifa!
Oh great, we're gonna have to do one of these another one of these fucking ghost fights. Hey Rhoda. How you doing? I'm doing good, how you doing? Hi
What
hi.
you blocked?
Let us through!
You got me blocked. Hey Tom Tom. Hello everyone. Hi sir.
Send her number. See if she still has you blocked.
Thanks.
You're just in time for Lorne crying.
God.
I can't believe I died again.
Sorry.
Why don't you lead the way?
I wish I could make you feel better, Lorne.
Oh, Cass, the cherry mounds are the fucking best. Easy.
I got a text, Lorne.
None of the other flavors even come close.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm here. I lost my signal. She responded to you yet?
No.
Hang on, I'm gonna try to send her a message. Mom, like, mine won't go through. She fucking blocked me. Couldn't even fucking call her, nothing.
Yeah, the raspberry ones are nice as
I'm
well.
gonna try it though. I'm gonna try to text her, okay?
Do they have an apple one? Or is it lime? I can't remember. There is a green one.
Okay.
As I like that one too. I have a feeling it's
I got
apple.
a text from her.
Because I think I'd like apple more than lime. Mountain.
Hello?
It's been a while since I had mountain now. In
Hi,
fairness.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
It's been a while.
She said, I don't trust you or Lorne, and I never will, ever again. You both have broken my heart. I thought I could have an adult relationship with somebody, finally, outside of the grips of my father. But
Oh,
tonight,
you gotta love Wedge holding it down for us, all us fat boys, and putting his two arms around
somebody
Eric
who
and
I thought
Tifa.
loved me
What a
disregarded
Chad.
my feelings, completely and again shared something very hurtful that happened to me with somebody who had no business to know it. I am done with both of you. Thank you very much for nothing. Casey.
Apple, okay. That makes more sense, Cat.
Christ. Hang on, I gotta try to text her. Hang on.
Fucking Square Enix loves Star Wars with Biggs and Wedge. And Final Fantasy 12, if you've ever played that one, that is very much Star Wars inspired.
I don't know if that's gonna go through or not.
I don't know if that's gonna go through or not.
Lose fucking hope.
All I can do is fucking hope. Stop. Star Wars, a new fucking hope. Hang on, she texted me, hang on.
Okay.
Now fucking Emma's crying. Yeah, I like Final Fantasy 12. I played it
That don't look very fucking
last year, I want to say, for the first time. Using the Zodiac Age
Send me another one.
remaster. I liked it. It's not one of my it wouldn't be one of my favorite, like, let's say, top
Hang
3
on, I'm still here,
Final
hang
Fantasy
on.
games, but I like it. It's pretty good.
Alright, I'm here. I have to pull the phone away from my ear when I text. You still there, Emma? Oh, hang on, I forgot. She texted me again after while I was texting her. Hang on a second. If I can read it.
Hang on a second.
Hang on a second, Emma. Hang on. Not very happy with either one of us.
Nothing to it.
Fucking hang.
Fucking A.
Hang on, let's text me again.
I haven't played Chrono Trigger before.
For me,
I must do
again.
sometime.
Hang on, send me another one.
Hopefully, it gets a re-release on the modern systems.
She
Or,
said it's on, and it's something about an old man. She said she sent it. Just fucking tell me it's 3 a.m. What is she saying?
I feel like they could drop Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI on the Switch, SNES emulator thing. I don't think they will because they're Square Enix games, but you know, maybe. It'd be nice. Yeah, Van does get too much hate. He's not the most exciting character. But like, you know, he's pretty good. And Ash is definitely the best character of FF12. And Baltair.
Fucking A.
Baltair is very Han Solo.
Regretfully, that old man hip is you.
The party is so Star Wars. And even the villains are quite Star Wars. It's great. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I was like, yo, I'm down for this.
What I've felt, what I've known about you, never shine through what you've shown.
I think 4 will get something eventually, because 4 is always getting re-released.
Wow.
That didn't sound like
They love putting that thing out.
Alright.
I'm surprised the older school Final Fantasies weren't re-released, like 7, 8, and 9 were. I mean, why not? Like, just add those speed boosters and
I'm a
things
dingus,
to
I'm a
them.
dingus. I'm a dingus, I'm a dingus, I'm a dingus. Oh,
I'm gonna skip this one and try and found.
Hello.
But you need to tell the truth.
There we go, a Tiffany one, perfect.
Angels. And I mentioned the pyramid, and then all of a sudden the pyramid came on tonight.
At the fucking pyramid came on tonight.
Okay, why'd you
Fucking
hang up
cave
on
item.
me?
Hey,
You
Capital.
were at your friend's house.
I like calling you that.
Oh, well, why wouldn't you say something before you hung up on me?
I did. I said, okay, bye.
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
I didn't
I
hear
did.
anything.
I definitely said it.
I think mine, Zach, go 7, 10, and my third flip flops quite a bit. You know, it's always between 8 and 9.
Okay.
So that's.
It kind of depends, like which side of the bed I wake up on that morning, like, you know, whether I prefer 8 or 9. Like, it depends what day you ask me.
Well, when I got there, we just talked for a while, and then we played scat, which I don't know if you're going scat. There's versus 31 cards,
Right.
Yeah.
and we barbecued.
The best thing is when Ember plays an organ version of The Unforgiven during Rhoda's funeral. Oh, fucking hell, it cracks me up. The first time I heard it, I was like, I couldn't stop laughing.
Wouldn't it be cool if fucking show Pyramid came back on, and none of us knew that it was actually going to come on.
Oh my god, what are the chances?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was cool because I used to watch that with my grandparents.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if they played an old game show on a channel where they play old game shows. Wow.
Can't have her mad at me.
How much did tonight cost you?
It didn't cost me anything.
Bullshit.
Yeah, 8 or 9 are really good.
They don't have you
I think
over without you bringing everything.
aesthetically and stylistically, I kind of
Cost you.
lean more towards 8 because I prefer that kind of style, that cyberpunk kind of more modern style.
Seriously, it did not cost me anything other than a pack of cigarettes for me.
So they bought the beer.
Much like 7 or 10 isn't cyberpunk, but 10 does have.
Lie to me.
No.
It's not traditional Final Fantasy.
You're
It's got its own style,
completely
so that's why I like that
slurring
one.
right now. Seriously.
No, I am not slurring.
You are, I'm telling you.
I am not slurring.
If you weren't, I wouldn't have said anything.
Oh yeah, I'll get around to Chrono Trigger like one of these days, you know, eventually, like, you know. Same with Final Fantasy 6, I've never played that. And those are like 2 games I have to get around to at some
Are you
point.
ready to tell the truth?
I ain't telling the truth.
I mean, if they got re-released tomorrow, I'd buy both of them, like, you know.
Alright, it's only shit 12 pack.
See, I fucking knew.
I don't want you disappointed in me. I'm
Well, I am.
Lorne,
Because you
he-
can't tell the
I
truth.
know, but
He tried to lie for like 2 minutes and he fucking
What the
broke
fuck?
down
What the
eventually.
fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, Lawrence a
What
piece of
was the
shit.
point in that?
What's the point in lying even though, like, we know it, Tiffany knows it, Lorne knows it, the whole fucking world knows it.
Because he didn't go get the beer, you did.
Yeah, I love 10.
You just lie.
Yuna's one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters.
And then what's
As is Titus. I didn't like Titus at first, but then once it goes further into the story, he grows on you.
You're just a liar, Lorne. You're just a fucking liar.
And I like 10 too as well, despite the story's kind of shit and it stomps on Final Fantasy 10. But if you ignore kind of the story elements, the gameplay is fantastic. And I love all the fan service in 10 too, as a Yuna fan. I was all for it.
I need you to not give up on me.
And it's got a J-pop number at the start. I love that shit.
Getting close to not
It's
doing
like
what?
it's like K-pop idols the JRPG. Perfect.
Not doing
Good stuff.
the stuff that I used to do.
I already knew that you were there. You know why?
I know, you follow me on fucking Google.
I didn't. I had better.
I wish the 10 remasters had the speed boosters on console. They have them on PC.
I didn't have her do anything. She's the one who told me.
I know, see, the sucks that the people are following me.
It sucks that you can't tell the truth. That's what sucks, Lauren. You just can't tell the truth.
I don't want to lie to you.
How much? Then why do you do it?
10-2's appeal is all in the gameplay anyway, pretty much.
Because you think that I'm not gonna know.
Story's kind of shite, but the gameplay is fun, so, you know. As a game,
You think that
it's pretty
I'm
solid.
not gonna know that you were drinking.
It's a solid 8 out of 10 kind of game, you know? Whereas 10 would be like a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
I didn't do bad.
Thank you.
You didn't do bad. You're drunk right
I
now,
did
and you just drove home.
No.
15 could get me 20.
No, I'm not drunk.
Lauren, if you took a breathalyzer right now, do you know what it would say?
I know I failed.
You failed. You're a fucking failure.
I'm sorry.
How does that make you feel?
I have to help them.
Well, it doesn't make me feel good.
You
Does not
split
make
an
me feel
18
good,
pack.
alright?
Good job. Good job. You split an 18 pack.
Where'd you get an 18 pack from?
Aerith,
What you told me before.
there's a bar in the center.
Well, I said 12 pack
I need you to.
Supposed to be 13 pack.
Right.
that I bought.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't drink an 18 pack, I only drank a 12 pack. Calm down, Tiffany.
Been over there.
Shit.
Come on.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You're slurring right now, which means you were slurring when you left, and you were slurring when you got your drunk ass into your car and you drove your fucking ass home again. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. What is wrong with you?
Also, FF10 is the first design where you can see Nomura was starting to lose his mind.
Did you bring home with you?
Because Lulu, with all her
I didn't bring
fucking...
any home with me.
Her skirt made of belts. Like, that's the most Nomura thing I've ever seen.
Drinking more beer. I already know that.
That is not a code for drinking more beer. That is a code for I'm making coffee right now so I can have coffee to drink.
Coffee means he's
Code
drinking.
for
So cold.
coffee.
I don't know why you have to be a liar. I waste my time talking to you. I waste my time
don't.
trying to help you. It's a fucking
No, you-
waste.
No, you don't. You know you fucking don't. Why are you saying that?
Because it obviously didn't make any difference.
A lot of lives.
Yeah, it did.
The talks that you had at AA
I'm-
didn't make a difference. Nothing is making a difference.
I'm sorry
The
I went over
contract-
Tony's, okay?
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry
Shut
I went
up.
over there.
Shut up. I don't care about your apology. I don't care.
I know.
Yeah.
I can tell.
It doesn't make any
You have
difference.
every right
you know
to
why?
not care. I'm not-
Because it's the same thing every time.
You have every right to not care.
Yeah.
You have every right because I did the same thing that I did before,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry.
To give up. I don't
I didn't, but I did not do exactly the same thing I did before.
right
What's different?
now. I need
I did not drink as much.
Oh, 10 is a great soundtrack.
in a small amount.
It was one of the last of the Uematsu ones as well, I think.
I did not drink.
He didn't do the whole soundtrack, but he worked on
For
it.
a longer time, and I drank less.
You're drunk right now.
And I ate.
You're drunk right now.
No, I'm not drunk right now.
Yes, you are. How many did you have? 6?
I have.
No, I think Uematsu did music for the MMOs, but I haven't played those. I played 14 for like about 5 hours with friends, but I stopped because they kind of stopped playing. And if I played any more, I'd have to pay a subscription. And I wasn't really feeling paying the subscription for just playing one game.
At this
You know?
moment, and you were drunk when you got into your car.
I know. I had.
But I recognize 14 is a quality product. And it would probably be very good if I had time and money to invest in.
But you didn't.
But you were mad at me. You hung up on me.
Oh, it's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's me panicking because of what you think.
Oh, Zachary.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna think better. That
I don't hate 13, you know. I think it's alright.
Instead of waiting and getting a cab.
I know. I didn't give much thought of it. Fucking panicking.
Man, you're stupid.
Yeah. Stupid when it came to that. I'm sorry.
I do rarely. Mainly with my friends. Like, if my friends want to play a multiplayer game or want me to buy a multiplayer game, I will, like, you know. I won't buy one or play one of my own volition. My friends have to get me into it, like, first of all.
Bitch, lying motherfucker. That's all you are. You're a giant pile of shit.
Like my friends, like, I know a couple of my friends that, like, they love multiplayer games and they actively seek them out. That's not me. I wait for them to give me the recommendation and tell me that they need an extra player. Then I jump on them.
Call your mom. Call your mother. Get her on the phone.
No.
Get her on the phone. Why not?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Even though I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil Resistance lately. My friends play that too, but you get that free with the Resident Evil 3 remake.
You're gonna tell her.
So why not, I guess. I think it's fun.
Tell her, I want to hear.
It's a bit janky, but it's fun.
And you are going to tell her that you drove when you were intoxicated. That's what you're gonna do.
Right? Then you're gonna meet her tomorrow.
Meet her what?
You're gonna meet her. You're gonna meet her on the phone.
I don't need to. She doesn't need to know that I'm there.
Oh, she's going to.
Okay, good. Then while we're meeting everyone, you're gonna call Maria too, and you're gonna tell her what the fuck you did. Yes.
No.
Yes. Why?
No.
Why?
No problem, Rob.
Can't be honest with her. She's the one.
I gotta get off the lol.
Call her when you were gonna fuck up. Do you remember that?
I know.
When you were crying.
Yeah, I'll probably be studying tomorrow. So I have an exam on Friday, and tomorrow we get the case study, which the exam questions are based on. So I have to read that all day tomorrow, make notes of it all day tomorrow.
I fucked up today, okay?
So I said I'd stream today.
Yeah,
Oh no, you have to go around, yeah.
That's what you do.
I didn't.
Bye, Rob.
I told Tony one day.
Bye, honey.
I didn't
I was gonna
want to
take
drive
cab home.
home, but I did anyway.
Yeah.
No, it was my
I'm a big fan of the bits where you don't play as Cloud.
I didn't want to disappoint him, and I disappointed you. I'm sorry.
I love the one I played in the last stream where you're Aerith and Tifa busting out of Don Corneo's mansion and beating up all those guys. That's really fun. It's got fucking great music too.
Have you been calling
A dance remix of Tifa's theme.
Yeah.
It sounds straight out of Tekken 7.
Yeah. She told me okay, and I'm happy that you were honest with me.
Yeah, I know. You're so honest. She must be so proud of you.
And I got friends like fucking Tony and Elton.
No, I'm not going to. Why?
I'm happy. Every time I talk, you talk.
Well, you need to talk a little bit faster.
I'm not going to. I'm happy you're honest with me about it. You know not to do it. I don't need to tell you anymore.
Good, then you're going to call her again.
No.
Yeah.
No. He's not going to call his mom.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're calling her. You need to be a fucking man. If you are such a man and you're going to drive drunk, then you're going to call everyone who gives a shit about you and you're going to tell them about it. You're going to tell them all that you're a fuck up.
Good, then you're going to come up here and meet me.
No.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me what to do.
Well.
I don't meet liars.
Well.
I don't know why you're afraid to tell Maria if all she's going to tell you is, I'm so glad that you told me. You're so honest. I'm proud of you, Lorne. Then why won't you call her?
If they want to make damn sure that I have somebody that's helping me, that they don't have to worry about, that they don't have to ask me questions about.
I don't need to prove shit to anyone.
Then you can come up here and meet me.
I don't need to prove shit to anyone, Lorne. You're the one that needs to prove shit. You need to prove that you can be a good person. And you can
I remember that
do
part,
the
Zach.
right thing on your own.
Why is it everybody has a problem fucking coming up and meeting me?
My probation officer is asking when Roll was coming up.
And speaking everything that they have in their mind, but everyone has a problem coming up and meeting me, except Dan and Emma.
Why would I? Why would I spend
Stupid, sexy song.
and my time
He's too damn handsome.
to see someone who's a liar? Why?
Why wouldn't you tell me that when Emma contacted Vince, that it was also you?
What do you mean, me?
Vince.
What do you mean,
It was you
me?
and Emma. It was also you and Emma.
I was on the phone
Vince.
with you, you shithead. You know that I was there, dumbass. Don't try to spin your little fucking game when you're going to try to pull one over on me.
As in, what game am I going to play next?
Don't fucking try.
That is it?
Really?
Because I'm thinking maybe Onimusha or Resident Evil 3. I'm not really sure yet. Is it?
What matters is...
Yeah, 9 has a really good system for like spotlighting all the different characters. With all those like events. Those events it has.
Do you remember
but contacting
where you take control of like VII or Garnett or Steiner.
What are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about.
When Emma contacted Vince.
About what?
About me.
The only time that I've ever heard Vince was when I was on the phone with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think 8 had similar sections as well, where you split up.
That would be a shock.
You split parties.
You knew that I was there.
Age of Empires? Maybe. I'm not really sure.
I'm not going to argue about it.
Well, you tried to.
I tried to a little bit because I want to know.
Because you're drunk, and this is what happens when you get drunk. You start accusing everyone of shit.
No, I was trying to make sense out of it.
Well, does it make sense to you now that you were wrong again?
I'm trying to explain to you. I was trying to make sense out of why you and Emma were the only ones that were calling Vince for me.
That doesn't even make any sense, that question that you just put out there. You were trying to make sense that it was only Emma and I that were trying to get in touch with Vince for you. I don't get it.
Definitely Lorne.
I didn't get it before, but I get it now.
Okay, great.
Not anything to worry about. Not anything to even be concerned about.
Well, I was never concerned. You're not making any sense.
Well, I am. In my head, I'm making sense. You have to know what I'm talking about.
I couldn't imagine what kind of rocks are thumping around in your head.
Every time you talk over me, you don't hear anything.
Lorne loves Marlene. Precious as a princess.
I'm hearing you slur and say stupid shit.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I am not.
No.
Yeah. Is this a good in you moment?
Is this a good in you moment?
I'm
Good
sorry.
move.
I haven't been doing wrong with until today.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, and it was my bad. And I can't take back what I already did.
Yeah, I know.
I can just try harder.
You can just not do it.
That's all I can do.
You can just
I
not
can just
do
not
it.
do it.
Yeah. It was really cool how earlier you were like, oh, no beer over at Tony and Wendy's. This time's different. We're having fun.
For quite a while.
That's Lorne, you stupid idiot.
Quite a while.
And then you went to the store.
Quite a while is in
and
10
actually
minutes.
bought the beer.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking when that happened?
I just went back.
Because you knew you
Yeah.
weren't supposed to do that.
I just felt like going back to the old times where I could sit there and have beer with Tony.
If I go back to the old times when you told me how going over Tony's was a bad idea, you would tell me that he's disrespectful, Wendy's disrespectful, you're always having to buy him things.
I know, but they weren't disrespectful this time.
Oh, okay. So they didn't say anything to your face, so it made it okay
Oh.
for you to spend the money that you don't have.
Song, you handsome motherfucker.
Something I didn't think about because I was living in the moment.
Sung.
Okay, well, you keep living in the moment then. And like I said, I hope you get arrested the next time you do it. Your mom's going to be really proud.
I'm not going to do it anymore, all right?
No, I don't believe you. You're going to do it
I know you
again.
don't believe me. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Of course. Why would I believe you?
It's just not as...
There's nothing to be scared of, okay?
Lorne, are you crying?
Hit him with a Ramon line.
Why?
Oh.
How about we make a deal?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hang on.
It's like Lorne's greatest
Oops.
hits right now.
Yep. Lorne's greatest hits.
I just wish you and Dan and Mom lived closer to me. So I
What
could
does
be
that
with
have?
real friends.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Elena. Yeah, she
I don't like it enough.
shows up
We're real friends.
when you're in the cave
I
after
know
the
I'm not
Midgar
wrong. I
Zolom.
don't like it.
I think.
I fell back on Tony again. I am sorry.
Pretty sure that's when she makes her appearance.
I've given the friends.
Because Reno's beat up from your last encounter with him at that point. So he takes a while to show back up.
Yeah, Roger's my brother too. But
Yeah, but he's still your friend. You guys can hang out together and not drink. You both can be supportive for each other.
yeah, but I like to drink, and I know I like to drink on the weekend. 'Cause I don't normally drink during the week. It is rare that I drink during the week.
Then you've done it since the last time you promised you weren't going to do it anymore.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
I love how Rude was like, I'm not fucking killing Tifa right
No,
now.
I hadn't.
Fuck that shit. Oh yeah, Zach. Elena's hilarious. She fucking just spills the beans completely
You're not
on the Turks'
doing
plans.
anything. That is the point.
I know.
And the fact that you are intoxicated and driving is a huge problem. I don't understand why you don't get it either. And don't tell me you know that it's wrong and it bothers you.
It bothers
and
me.
all that kind of shit. You should
There's a
just
little bit
at
of
this
freedom.
point you should just say you like drinking, you're not going to stop.
No, because I don't want to say that.
You might as well.
I do like drinking, and I do want to stop. I don't want to stop completely.
The Turks are some of the best characters in Final Fantasy VII. Because they're all, even though they worked for Shinra and have to do fucked up things for their job, they are all deep down they're really cool people.
Why not? This is your probation, Lorne. These are the terms that you're supposed to follow, and you're not doing it. I don't get why that isn't enough for you to not do it either. I don't understand that.
I want to follow my terms.
But you're not doing that. What is it going to take for you to follow your terms?
What are you barking at, Doofy?
Put your
What
barking
is it
out,
going to
Doofy.
take for you to follow your terms?
I'm thinking about your question, okay? I don't know, you guess I just want different terms.
Well, you're not going to get different terms. I wish I could fly.
I love the new voice cast in this game,
It's the same type
but I was
of-
kind of bummed that my boy Quentin
It's
Flynn
not gonna happen.
didn't reprise his role as Reno.
I want to follow my terms, okay? I just don't want the drinking thing to be on my terms.
But that is one of
I'm a
your
big
terms,
Metal Gear Solid
so
2
that's what
fan,
you have to follow.
so, you know, Quentin Flynn's one of my favorite voice actors. He played Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Sorry, it disappointed me.
You didn't disappoint yourself.
No, I did.
You couldn't.
But the new voice actors are great, so I can't really complain
I did.
that much.
because you did what you wanted to do.
Part of me wanted to do it, and part of me didn't want to do it. So I wanted to stick to keeping my promise to you.
I want to know.
Plus, Quentin Flynn isn't short of voice roles, man. He was in He was in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm sure in many other games this year as well.
Do that thing again.
Well, it's not going to take that many.
It shouldn't take any.
Well, it's taking a minute to get out of it.
Then you can't
But I'm
swear.
Yeah, Zachary. Big
I'm
up,
also
Ryden.
48 years old, and I've never had anybody pair on me like you do.
I'm not a big action figure guy, but my friends buy me action figures from time to time because they're fucking awesome.
People in prison.
They get them for my birthday sometimes.
Well, listen,
And I have a few
don't know
Nendoroids,
the thing
and I have
is
Raiden,
that it is
and I have
that
Geralt from The Witcher.
Okay?
Well, I don't
The Raiden one is
But you
adorable.
affect me.
And so is the Geralt one, but the Raiden one in particular is adorable.
Without people knowing about it. That's how you're getting away with it. You're not getting away with it right now.
It's a shame they don't make Nendoroids of Square characters,
That's why you're going to call
because Square Enix have their own figure line.
Not right now, I'm not.
Then you're doing it
Because they would be
tomorrow.
super
Then
cute.
you're doing it
I'm not
tomorrow.
waking them all
Then
up.
you're doing it tomorrow. Do you understand?
Oh, I'm a
Yeah, and
I'm a English dub person usually over a Japanese dub person.
you don't have to say anything you don't want.
Why
Myself.
don't you call Roy and see if she's up right now?
Who?
Call your brother and see if she's up right now.
No, Mom's not up right now. I know Mom's not up right now. She got up at 5 o'clock this morning.
You're just scared.
No, I'll call Mom tomorrow, and I'll tell her.
You'll tell her what?
I'll tell her.
Why did I have to pick?
I don't care what she knows. I want you to say what you're going to tell her.
I'll tell her that I had
Okay, awesome.
6 beers over Tony's, and I drank home. I drank driving home. I drove home after I drank there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're way better than Funko Pops, Cat. I'll send them to you actually later after the stream.
Why I don't want you on the phone? That's why I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to hide shit from you.
You tried
I
to.
want you to hear.
Oh no, I didn't think you were. Exactly.
I
I
want you
remember
to hear
that.
what she's gonna say.
I know you like the Persona 5 dub. I know that.
She doesn't need to know that you're there.
You need to stand on your own 2 feet, and you need to tell her the truth. Because if you don't, if you go into some bullshit, it'd be like, I got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sometimes when I play a game for the second time, I put it in Japanese. But for the first time, I usually put it in English.
I'm not
Just
the
the emotional moments hit a bit harder when I can
I need to apologize.
when I can understand the words, I guess.
I'd already had a couple of beers when you called me.
Not that it's not emotional in Japanese, but like, you know.
When I told you I didn't have any.
I guess it's more relatable. I don't know.
I didn't want beers king.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I can tell. And I knew that.
I know. And that's why when you called me, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm not a big anime watcher, but I love the English dub of
Can't get away with being
Evangelion.
and going back on my promises.
the original series from like the 90s. It's a bit janky at times, but I like
I
it.
don't welcome it because I know the reason that you're doing it. You know, and I'm sorry that I screw up.
Some of the voices can be a little rough, but like it's funny.
Well, I have to because I screw up.
But don't apologize. Just don't do it.
I know I don't want to do it. I
Don't tell me you don't want to do it. You just fucking said that you want to. You just said that I don't.
Then I want to drink. Yeah.
I don't want no drinking.
I do want to. It's like when Dan and Emma come up to see me, I do want to drink with them.
Yeah,
When
but
you come up to
can't.
see me, I do want to be able to have a few beers.
Or the Persona 4 Golden dub, where they got all those big names. They got Troy Baker
I know he used.
and oh, what's
I
that?
know all this shit.
Oh, she plays a load of characters. Is it Jessica Hale?
I can't stop going over Tony.
I'm thinking of.
I haven't
got
gone
her.
in 2 weeks.
You've said that before too. I'm saying that the terms of your release were that you do not drink.
They got.
You cried.
who's that other
when you
lady?
failed the lie detector test because you signed.
Yeah,
a
Yuri
contract
Lowenthal.
saying you didn't drink any alcohol. You tried to lie about it to them and you failed. Just because they didn't throw your ass in jail at that point made it okay for you to do it again. So you tell me what the consequence is that it's going to take
Laura Bailey, that's the one I was looking
to
for.
not do this. And don't tell me something impossible like I
They got all the big hitters for that game, which I was surprised by because it's a Vita port of a PS2 game. But I suppose that was 2012. I mean, Troy Baker wasn't the massive household, the massive name he is now. Like,
because you saying
that was a year before Last of Us when he really blew up.
all of the reasons that you know, as far as Tony using you, the issue. Obviously,
You're the consequence, okay?
Can you shut up? The issue of having the drunk driving happen, the fact that you're spending money, all of that kind of stuff. None of that is enough for you. The fact that I'm going to be pissed off that you lied again, the fact that your mother's going to be disappointed in you, none of that is enough. So
thanks, Kat.
What is it going to take?
Nothing, because I'm going to stop.
Okay, but like I said, none of this stuff was important enough. Don't prove shit to me, Lorne. Lorne, don't prove shit to me. You fail at that. Don't even bother.
You can't do that to me.
I can. Why?
No, you can't. Because.
Why?
Because the big reason that I'm trying as hard as I try, I screw up.
I screw up.
I know I screw up. It doesn't mean that you throw me out.
Your donation went through the $1.
Very easily.
And thank you very much.
If you throw me away, it means that I wasn't worth anything to you anyway.
Right.
So don't throw me away.
Don't throw me a fucking away.
It took me 2 seconds. Blocked.
No.
Whatever.
So as of right now, we're going to have to think of something that's going to be stronger.
Jeez, that was quite delayed.
What is that going to be?
You guys will have to let me call you.
No.
See?
No. A consequence.
I tell you what I need.
A consequence.
You say no.
Lorne, a consequence.
Because
all that'll happen if you say, I'm going to call you.
I am not saying.
Right there.
Lorne,
listen to me for a minute. Listen to me for a minute.
You shut up.
Yukiko and Persona, I'm sold, Zach.
I'm saying, exactly. So, what I'm saying is that if you
Amanda
say,
Celine Miller, I'm going to look her up and see if she's in anything I know.
What's going to end up happening is you're not going to call and you're going to go drink anyway. You can pretend like I'm not going to find out about it. That's exactly what you did with Maria, because if that was the case, you would have called her.
Filmography, video games.
You would have talked to her.
No, it's not the same.
It is the same.
No, she's not in any games I've played.
You know it's not the same.
She's in 2 Fire Emblem games, but not the one I played.
Wasting my fucking time.
Yeah, I recognize her, Zach, from Danganronpa. Even though the first time I saw it, I thought it was Anne from Persona. It was the blonde fucking pigtails.
Nothing that I've said has made any difference. Because Lorne wants to go and drink. Well, good job, Lorne. You did exactly what you wanted. I hope you're happy. How's your buzz going? Still going strong?
How's my what going?
Your buzz. Drunk.
No. No, my buzz isn't going strong.
Still there?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I fucking love Reno and Rude. They're so cool.
Is still there, you dumbass.
The jerks are fucking awesome.
There anymore. Well, just call the cops on me and keep me on the phone and make sure that I'm here when the cops get here.
I don't care about calling the cops on you. I don't care enough.
I haven't played Danganronpa. I think I know what it is. Isn't it like a visual novel? With puzzle elements, I think.
Because that's all that it's going to take.
No, it's not.
I knew when I had a Vita there was a big... I still have a Vita, but I don't... It's just... it's been put away for a very long time. I remember there was a big buzz about Danganronpa. Have they been released anywhere else? Are there PS4 ports?
Do whatever you want.
Or Switch ports?
Don't bother telling me.
Actually, a visual novel on Switch would be really fun, I think. I think it would really
let me call you when I get the urge.
Suit the platform.
Why can't you go to AA and find someone who's going to be able to be there all the time?
You didn't want me to use that.
JRPGs are perfect on Switch. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you're going to have to use it.
Persona 5, come on. Where are you?
Yeah. You're going to have to use someone else.
I'm not going to lie to you when I say that I don't need AA.
Yes, you
don't
do.
need AA.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Lorne.
I just need a friend to bear on me when I have the urge to go with me.
A sponsor at AA is what you need.
I don't need a sponsor at AA.
Yes, you do,
Because I am
Lorne.
not that bad.
You can't stop yourself.
No, I am not that bad. Even though he lies about his drinking and he's constantly drinking.
I can stop myself from drinking. I don't drink every day.
It doesn't take every day.
I haven't drank for 2 weeks.
Did you
And I went over
not?
Tony's.
Did you not listen to what they were telling you at the meeting? You don't have to drink every day. It's about what happens when you do. If I drink once a month, and when I do, I come home and I start beating the shit out of someone. Do you think that that's a problem? Do you think that maybe I shouldn't drink at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So because I don't do it every day, if that was my excuse for not needing AA, for getting alcohol out of my life completely, just because it doesn't happen every day, if I use that as an excuse, what would you think of that?
Well, it's not good to have it as an excuse.
Right. It's just like, oh, I'm going to go shoot heroin, but I'm only going to do it on the weekends, so I'm not an addict. Is that okay?
Only on the weekends.
Okay.
So it's the very same thing. You can apply the same answers to you. It's what happens when you do drink. So you do need AA. They told you during the
I love the
meeting-
theme song of Cowboy Bebop. It's a banger.
I fucking did it again. I got bored and I had plenty to fucking do and I went over Tony's.
So then it's not really a boredom thing.
Oh. Reno was so sad for a second
You
there.
want to drink alone.
It was like, nah, man, I ain't fucking dead.
Then you feel like
That shit ain't gonna kill me.
it wasn't even a big part of it.
But that's what you do when you go there.
Yeah, I know.
They're such a great double act.
I don't know so much part of it is socializing.
You could have socialized without drinking anything. But that's not what you wanted to do.
She worked a lot of hours every week.
I don't care.
And that's part of them. I didn't ask you if you cared. I was trying
Well,
to tell
I'm
you.
telling you that I don't give a fuck what you have to say. All
Well,
of
you
us
need to.
excuses. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I
You're gonna
don't.
help me. You need to fucking care about what I have to say. You have.
It's
You're
all
gonna help me.
bullshit anyway.
Then help me.
It's all bullshit anyway.
What, me? I'm on bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm all
I told
fucking
you that the other
bullshit.
day.
Why do you keep trying to help me then if I'm all bullshit?
I'm hoping that by helping you, I'm going to help the other people around you too, because they have to put up with your ass. Someone has to help you. Ever since you got out of prison, it's been just a complete mess. Do you remember that list that you made with Maria about the reasons that you shouldn't go over Tony's?
Yeah.
You need to get a copy of that.
I already told you. More likely I'm not going to get a copy of this. She probably has it somewhere that she even had.
Well, you can ask
I'd be
her
better off
for it.
making a whole new list with you.
Okay.
It would wind up with more on it.
Okay.
The reason I say it would wind up with more on it is because you know me better than she does.
Well, the answers are supposed to be from you, not from her. I'm not giving you the reasons. These are your reasons.
You don't think that she helped me with some of the answers?
I'm sure she did, but they're your answers. So where's your pen? Get it and get a piece of
Kill
paper.
him. Kill him now. Do it.
Pretty girl, what are you doing in here, sweetheart?
Revenge of the Sith is one of my
She
favorite
can smell
films.
the alcohol. She knows she's in trouble.
Don't kill me. I fucking love that movie.
No, it's not funny though.
Well, no, it's not funny. Come on, pretty girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. All right, got my pen. And my paper.
Great.
Now let's not go over Tony's.
I don't even know how to fucking approach that.
Drinking. Want to get shit for free. Driving drunk.
Apparently Grimes gets very upset if you pronounce it wrong. Even though it's fucking just gibberish.
Time away from things to do at home.
You can't do this.
things that need to be done.
Eric,
Probation.
What did you do with her? Where are you?
Possibility of killing someone. Ruining my life. Loss of friends. Loss of respect. Loss of property.
Oh, song you tease.
Loss of job.
Lost a job.
Smaller loss than what I had with fucking Maria.
Okay.
Well, 2 times size as I had with Maria.
So what is that, like 15?
Yeah, it always felt weird in
4, 5, 6,
the original that he slaps Aerith, like,
11, 12,
because like, or maybe they hadn't figured it out yet, but like, you know, Crisis Core and all that, like he's so cool and calm and collected. I don't think he would slap a person, and he fancies the whole of Aerith as well.
Falsely accusing your friends.
Yep.
So I just know, obviously, of the calls that have happened between, you know, you and I, and with Winnie.
X
What
Ash
about
X
other
12.
people in
Okay.
your life? Has there been other people that tell you, don't ever call me again because of the way that you act?
Fuck, that's stupid.
Well, it's just my friends, Emma and Dan, Winnie, you. Which actually I've never actually batted you except for when I was with Winnie.
But what about your other friends?
Like the only Turk you could see slapping Aerith in that moment might be Reno, but Reno isn't it? Like, he's a cocky kind of asshole kind of guy, but he's not like,
Never actually batted you.
he's not a bad person. I don't think he'd slap, open hand slap Aerith.
Must be nice that they don't have to go through the same experience that your other friends do.
Oh, off the
Who have
verge.
been trying to help you all this time.
Yeah, I know. I think part of it has to do with probation.
Oh, fucking hell.
Maria says
Fucking catchy.
she never thought bad of 21 before. Until I told her.
I can't believe they threw in catchy like that.
And I drink over there. That's when she finally said that. So it's better that you talk to Emma than you do to go over and visit Tony and Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot better. But then Emma, every now and then, Emma has times like she has right now. I hate seeing anyone mess stuff like this.
That's a pretty big list.
I know. I'm not going to say that I didn't think about it before I left, because I did. And I understand why I went over there.
Well, just like with everything else, you wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to, but
Yeah.
I would be
So that was
stupid to do it. It was stupid, and I know it. Could have cost me a lot, and I know it. And I still went over there.
because.
Oh man, he is that
option.
he is that move that can kill your whole party or kill him. With the dice thing. It's fucking bullshit.
It's not as if they forced you. They probably didn't even call you. You're probably the one that called them.
No, I didn't even call them. I just showed up.
Even better.
So they was doing what they always do. Sitting there on their ass in the kitchen, doing nothing. Over
You
there.
came to them.
Sure, Lorne basically does the same thing. Like, he says he does all this work in his fucking yard and shit, but nothing ever gets fucking done.
It's
Yeah. They didn't invite you over.
fucking desperate.
Yeah.
I think I hear him up
So the list that you have
Here goes.
is for Tony and Wendy, but it also applies for just drinking in general.
Yeah. It applies to me.
Yeah, it applies to you.
Man, it's all right. At the end of FF7, Rufus and and having children, Rufus and all the boys turn good.
So,
You know.
for example, with the drunk driving, you know that
They eventually
you know,
became good
it's
guys.
a very real possibility that you can get hurt, someone else can get hurt, or you're going to get arrested. And because those things haven't happened yet, you don't have to deal with those consequences. Even though it's a possibility, it's not a real possibility for you in your head. It's not enough to
Oh man, the
get you out
fucking
of doing this.
Rufus looks so cool when he shows up.
I know for
As I
myself,
totally, I think I said in this in a previous stream, but I totally forgot he shows up
I don't want to go to jail.
when I played the remake the first time. So I was just so focused on all this stuff that happens, like, you know, Genova is all popping off and Sephiroth's all popping off. I totally forgot about Rufus. And then he steps off the helicopter and I was like, oh shit.
Because when they're not happening, when those things aren't in your face, then you're not really.
Oh yeah, his fucking trailer and his land is a fucking dump.
That they're not going to happen. So they'll kind of be in the back of your head, swimming around. But it's not real. So hopefully you're going to make it home without anything bad happening. And then that makes it so that
Yeah.
you feel safe.
I wouldn't want to fuck with Cloud and his gang, you know,
Because
after
once
that.
again, the next time that you feel this particular boredom or loneliness is what I would call it. I wouldn't call it boredom because you do have things that you can do. So when you're lonely and you feel like socializing with someone, once again, those 15 things are going to be pushed to the side and you're going to go for it.
Hey Ender, no problem.
I've got so much to fucking lose. Why would I be so fucking stupid? I know they don't give a fuck about me, Debbie. I know that. And I still go over there. I just don't know why.
It's more important for you to not be lonely than anything else. So even when we come up with some kind of a solution that's going to help you, whether it's I'm going to do some things around the house. I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to take the dogs for the walk. All of these things that you could be doing. It's not going to take the place of being lonely.
Yeah, the Hojo Lab section is pretty fun.
And you have to find something that's going to...
I heard there's an extra battle arena in there
when that
on hard mode.
comes up, you're going to be able to go the other way. And the trigger is going to come up. It's going to happen.
I know what happened today.
Oh my god, he's crying again.
Fucking bullshit. Why the fuck do I feel the need to go over there? Tony's fucking out.
Zachary, that fucking piece of shit Barbara, stay away from my fucking woman.
When I'm sober? I went over there sober.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're kind of like that kid in school who has a group of friends that make fun of them all the time and are really, really shitty. But he's
Yeah,
around
that's pretty much it, like.
he doesn't have anyone else.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll talk to you guys there. Bye.
Got there, just like always.
Been out for an hour and a half now.